So over the span of a few hours on that evening, these are the renders I came up with. I could have done 1,000 more of these. They're really fun. So just for some context, this is using Blender. This is using, and I'm sorry if this will be a plug, but it's my own tool, right? This is using the Afterglow lighting asset library for lighting. All of the lights are emission-based lights. So again, they're mesh lights, which are providing light to the path traced engine because of the emission value on the shader. And specifically, this is using Studio KH9, which is one of my favorite presets, which I've adapted afterwards. The reason why all of the kind of background lighting looks consistent across all of these renders is because I'm using a bit of a trick with the camera pivot. You may notice up in the corner, I've got a camera pivot, which is just an empty object from which all of the cameras are attached. But you'll also notice that all of the major scene lighting and, importantly, the light catcher are attached to the pivot as well, which means that, say we get a relatively nice angle on a character we like, or even an object, let me bring in like a gun, I can, if I like, move the camera locally within this pivot space. So let's say I get here, maybe I want to actually move the gun, whoops, let's grab the whole thing, and like move that into like the center point of where the pivot is. And then in theory, what it means is we can kind of rotate and then get new angles without massively disturbing like the background lighting.